Well, it looks like Portland Metro real estate might have taken a stumble upon its first steps into the new year. Let's take a look at the latest stats and trends. So we are looking at the first real estate statistics for 2024. That's January 1st through the 7th, another holiday week. There certainly was a lack of traffic in the city during that week. I'm not sure if you experienced that, but it really felt like a lot of folks were still on vacation. Compared to the same time period last year, the average sale price was down by 0.7%. But keep in mind that last year we were looking at some of the worst numbers we'd seen in a pretty long time. Compared to the previous week, though, we were down by a whopping 10%. However, the previous week's numbers were really high. That high number that we saw for the week of Christmas and the low number that we saw for the week of New Year's they both kind of feel out of line with what we've been seeing recently. And the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. I'm really hoping that the next couple of weeks will let us know. Our supply of homes available for buyers to purchase increased by 3%, and we saw a huge number in the number of price reductions and the number of homes that were new to the for sale market. We were expecting that, though. As I mentioned in last week's kind of inside real estate segment, sellers and their agents typically cancel their listings on the RMLS, the realtor marketplace, and relist them as if they are brand new to the market right after January 1st. This sheds the 2023 RMLS number and gives them brand new 2024 RMLS numbers. It also resets their days on market. Regarding the jump in price reductions, the recent holiday weeks are typically pretty slow in real estate, so sellers who were planning to do a price reduction might wait until after the holidays to drop the price when there are more eyes on the market. The number of purchase agreements signed by buyers and sellers was up from the week of Christmas, but down from last year at this time. That's reversing a 4-week trend we've been seeing where we had more demand this year versus last year at this time. Again, I think this is an odd week for real estate activity, and I'd like to see what the next couple of weeks bring us. I know that I'm starting to sound like a broken record when it comes to the number of bank-owned and pre-foreclosure properties on the market, but there were no real changes in the numbers and no indications of any changes coming down the line. The number of canceled listings was way up, but like I said earlier, I think those are sellers who are canceling and relisting their homes on the market in order to get those brand new 2024 MLS numbers. Best case scenario for the 30-year fixed mortgage this week landed at about 6.25%, with most lenders probably in the 6.5 to 6 3/4 range. The yield on the 10-year Treasury, which is one of our best indicators of where rates are headed this week, it gave us a little bit of give and take and landed just a smidge lower than it was the previous week. So we ended up without a strong indication of where interest rates might be headed. That's all I have for you this week. I'm really excited to see what the next couple of weeks bring us to give us some indication of where our market might be headed. So be sure to check in with me next Friday for all the latest in Portland real estate stats and trends. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button to make sure that you don't miss any updates. Have a great weekend, and I will see you right here next week.